Great news. I am so excited to say the ginger bug lives. And boy, does it live. I'm going to hold this up. You know, I had posted the video that was my ginger bug died. So here's what I did. Can you guys see the bubbles in that? I'll shake it a little bit. Yeah, see they're kind of coming up now. Can you guys see that? Yeah, so it's definitely alive. So what I did was I just kept feeding it. So every day I would feed it about a tablespoon of sugar, maybe a little more sugar, and about that much of ginger. So every day I would do that. But I think really what happened is that I turned the heat in my house up. So I've got it on 72 now. And before it was on 68. So when I changed the temperature in the house to 72, it kind of came to life. So it's doing really well now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a cherry limeade with this ginger bug. So I had lunch today and they had cherry limeade where I went, and no, it was not Sonic, which of course has cherry limeade, but this was a different place, and I thought, what a great idea. So I have some frozen cherries that I'm going to juice. I didn't get fresh cherries because I didn't want to have to take the seeds out of, you know, a gazillion little cherries. So I just bought frozen, and they're thawing now. I'm going to put those through the juicer with some limes, and then that's what I'm going to use as a base for the soda. So that we'll put that through the juicer, and which is right up here. That's why I'm pointing right there, and then make that for the use the ginger rug to make the cherry limeade. So I think it'll be really good. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So, okay, so I was sure I had limes. I did not have limes. I do have lemons though. So we're not gonna do cherry limeade. We are going to do cherry lemonade, and I'm gonna get limes next time I go to the store and use those to do a cherry limeade instead of a cherry lemonade. Okay, so I've got my juicer set up, and then this is the frozen cherries that have been thawing, and we're just gonna pour these in here. I don't know how this is gonna work. We'll see. It's an experiment, right? I think it'll be good though. I think it'll be really good. Okay. Pour these in. And I put them in the bowl to thaw because, as you know, there's a lot of juice that comes out after they've been frozen. So in the bowl because I wanted to use that juice. So here we go. Start reverse. There we go. So I am excited to see. I'm also using the smaller container to catch it in, and it has this mesh thing. Wow, that looks really good. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Wow. There, the oven's reached its temperature. Oh my gosh, it's probably not going to make a whole lot of juice, but I am going to cut it with some water because maybe I'll just start with one lemon. I think I'm going to start with one lemon. And then I'm going to add some water to the juice because I think just, of course, straight cherry juice will be really strong. Probably stronger than I want it to be. And I'm just going to stick these lemons through the juicer. Ordinarily, I might do it another way, but because I have the juicer out, this is the way we're going to do it. So I try to get most of the pithy part off because I don't think that tastes very good. So, yeah, put that on like this. All right. juice I'm going to get. But you can see the lemon has started coming out. All right, here we go. I'm going to open this thing. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's some that's not going through the strainer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm probably just going to see if I can get it through the strainer. Okay, so I think the lemon has come out. Use that. Let's see if I can strain that on through. Definitely going to cut that with some water. That's not a lot of juice. So, what I'm looking for is about 48 ounces in total. So I am going to take the cherry juice and the lemon juice that's combined here, bring it up to 48 ounces with water, and that's what I'm going to use for the base. Okay, so the measurements are going to be, it'll be 48 ounces of liquid, and then to that, about a quarter cup of the Gingerbug starter, probably a little more, maybe a third a cup or so of the Gingerbug starter. And then I'll divide that between some bottles, and that's what we'll do. Okay, next step coming up. Okay, so I have my cherry juice here, my cherry lemon juice here, and it's not really crooked. I think you guys can see okay. Okay, so I am going to, this isn't very much actually. I guess this is saying it is 10 ounces, so a little more than a cup, but it's really, really thick. And I don't know how thick I want the juice in the bottles anyway. It's more for flavor. I'm also going to add some sugar to it because it's really tart. So we'll see. Okay, so let me get your funnel. So I'm going to bring this all up to about 48 ounces, and then I'm going to add about a third of a cup of the Gingerbug. Let me keep this here. Some water here to bring that up. Oh, it may make actually a whole lot more than that. Let's just see. I want to see what it looks like. It may make a whole lot more. So this is 35 ounces. That's an odd measure for a cup, 35 ounces. Who measures to 35 ounces? That seems very weird. Okay, so that's bringing it up. I'm gonna bring it to like 64 ounces, I think. And then that means definitely a third. I guess I could bring it to 84, needs a half cup. Let's bring it to 64. Let's do that. So 64, and I'm gonna add a little less than a half cup of starter. But I also want to add some sugar to this because I think it's very, very, very tart. And this is me, so I live by myself. So if I taste out of here, it's okay because it's me. So I'm the one who's going to be drinking it anyway. Okay, not bad. It definitely needs some sweetener. So I'm going to add some sugar. Now the bug, the ginger bug, will continue to live off of this. So it may eat the sugar up and it may end up being too tart. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to add, that looks to be about 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add a good bit of sugar because it's pretty tart, especially with the lemon in there. So I do want the bug to be able to have some sugar or it won't carbonate. So the ginger bug needs something to feed off of. So we're going to put some sugar in there. You know what? I'm going to put some more. Better safe than sorry. So that's, each one of those is probably 2 tablespoons. So 6 tablespoons, that's probably, I don't know, quarter, a third of a cup, maybe as much as a half. So some sugar, it's almost more to taste because I don't know how much of the sugar the ginger bug's going to eat. So we'll see. It's an experiment. Actually, that's a whole lot better. That's a whole lot better. Okay. One more thing to do. Let me let this sugar dissolve for a few minutes. And then we'll be ready to pour it in, okay? Okay, so I am up to almost exactly 64 ounces here. So we're gonna add a third of a cup of ginger bug. So excited that this thing actually worked. So, and then, so I'm going to strain out a third of a cup of the liquid and add that, and then I'm going to top it back and refeed it and keep it because I'm going to do some other things with it. I'm going to do like a pineapple apple one, which is a juice that I make a lot. So, okay, so I'm going to strain this through here to about a third of a cup. Wow, perfect. I love when things are perfect. When they work out exactly the way you think that they should. Fabulous. Okay, so a third of a cup of the ginger bug. Just right in. That's Millie. Millie. All right, and I'm gonna set this aside to feed. I'll feed it in a little bit. And again, to feed it, it's just some sugar and ginger, and you put it in here and stir it up and set it on your counter. So, anyway, very simple. Okay, so that's that. I think that's it. So now, Millie, so now I get to pour this into the jars. And I have this funnel, except look, I had a smaller one that actually fit, but I don't know where that went. So I'm going to attempt to pour this into these jars without spilling it. So let's see how that, I know, Millie, it's going to be a disaster. I know it. All right, let's see. If it looks too bad, I'll just stop and do it another way. I'll do something else. It's working. Now I have to leave some headspace. Okay, that's talent right there. So, oh, look at the bubbles. Can you see the bubbles? Look at the bubbles. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, definitely gonna leave some headspace. We may have a problem on our hands here. Okay, so that's one. Let's see how much this is gonna make. I don't know. Oh, I don't know the size of these jars. Obviously, I'm getting excited because I'm spilling it everywhere. There's two. Oh, these are beautiful. They're just beautiful. I can't help myself. I guess I could have done the math and figured out how many jars I was going to use. Obviously, I need at least one other. One sec. Be right back. Oh. So, how obvious is it that I am not a professional? So I thought it was recording the filling the fourth bottle, but it wasn't. So I ended up getting 4 bottles. Bottles, or these are bottles. I know I was calling them jars before. They're actually bottles. So I was able to get 4 bottles out of what I did or what I made, the 64 ounces, and here they are. So I'll just put them on my countertop or on my counter and leave them and just check them every day. And I may want to like burp them every day so that they don't explode when I open them. These are hard to open. And then when I do that, hopefully we'll see bubbles rise and it'll be carbonating from the ginger bug. Okay? So that's the idea. I'm pretty excited about the turnout so far, but we'll see what happens. Okay? All right, on to other things.